Taylor Swift's recent tour is making history in a big way. That's right, not only in music, but also inside of the economy, social engagement, and brand loyalty.
Yeah, and you may be thinking, Jen Lindsay, I don't even like Taylor Swift. And this has nothing to do with her music or who she is. But I think, at the end of the day, we can learn some really powerful lessons as salon owners from Taylor Swift's marketing, her fan engagement, from creating lasting relationships and connections to really truly understanding how she builds hype around her brand and then how we can translate that back into the salon.
Yes. So if you're a Swiftie or if you're not a Swiftie, today we're going to dive into some incredible things that she is doing. And like Jen said, how does that translate into the salon? Because, I think it's great to know a few key stats around what she has done inside of this tour to make it so successful and just some things that have been happening. So fans spend nearly 93 million per show. So each show that she has is nearly $93 million that is being brought in, which is incredible. Another stat to know is that concert goers spend an average of $1,300 per show, and 91% say that they do it all over again. In fact, shout out to Allie on Jen's team because she was the one who, originally originated this concept. But when I was sharing it with my team, a girl who had just recently gone to one of Taylor Swift's concerts, she literally said, I would go into financial ruin to go back to one of Taylor Swift's concerts, which I think is just so powerful. $1,300 per show, and 91% say they would do it all again. Imagine if your new guest retention was that inside of the salon. That's just an incredible stat.
Yes, mind blowing. Another
Mhm.
interesting stat is for every $100 spent on live performances, approximately $300 is generated in the local economy. So you're getting through the economy's getting three times the investment for every $100 spent on that live performance. And this one, you guys are going to love this one. Taylor has spent and invested around $4.3 million just on her hair, makeup, and wardrobe, showing, the importance of branding and presentation.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of our guests would probably love to have a $4.3 million budget to spend on hair, makeup, and wardrobe. That's really cool. Another fun fact is that at her Seattle tour date, it caused an earthquake of 2.3 magnitude, because it was her surprise song. Everybody just got so hyped up that it was literally recorded as an earthquake in Seattle. And so, that just goes to show, the immense energy and excitement that she can bring to an audience and the ripple effect that that causes for sure.
Yeah. So let's take a deep dive into, again, like how is she able to create all these magical stats and, all these amazing things, have concert goers from all over the world come see her, or vice versa, concert goers in North America go see her all over the world in different countries. And so one thing we know is that she really is great at creating buzz and building excitement. If you think about it, like her shows are just not concerts, they're experiences that people save for, plan around, and shared widely. I mean, we have clients that I've heard say, yeah, I've been saving for this for 3 years to be able to go to the concert. And so like, to me, like we don't just do, this is not just a hair salon or a spa. Like we really need to look at how are we crafting and creating that experience that people want to save money for. Like it's part of their budget monthly. And so you think about it, like what are those experiences that we're creating with our teams that really create or really help people to want to spend some money with us?
Yeah, because the transfer of money is a great thing for the economy. Specifically, when people come into our salon spaces and spend money, that really boosts our local economy. So, you think about it, like not only are they usually spending money in our business, they're probably also supporting nearby businesses, but then also that money trickles through our company, and then our team members are able to go out and purchase. Um, their wants and desires and needs and all of that good stuff locally as well. And so, really, I think what's cool too is, the Malia inside of my salon, who just recently got to go to one of her concerts, she said that the bar that they went to afterwards, the lady was just so grateful that Taylor chose to have her concert in their area, because she said this is just boosting our local economy so much. She was like, I'm just so grateful that she chose to come here, because we needed this, and it's just really going to help us, have a great rest of the year. And so, the same thing can happen inside of our salon companies. Like when we create that experience that people crave so much that they, like Jen mentioned, are saving for it and excited to spend the money, it really does help boost our local economy.
Yeah, I love it. And I think one thing too is like not only do people save money for the shows, but then they spend all this money on their outfits too, so that they can show up and
Mhm.
look like Taylor as well. So I think it's just so magical when you really think
Mhm.
about it. And so another thing to think about is like what can we learn from Taylor when it comes to, transferring what she creates into our salons is using like mystery symbols, and something she likes to say is Easter eggs. And so what we mean by that is, she has hidden messages keeping fans engaged even between albums and shows. So like if we're presenting like new products or new services, like are
Mhm.
we using like really creative marketing? Are we like really creating a message to the masses that's going to get people enrolled, instead of just like when something launches, like here it is, come get it. Like what are we doing to build up that excitement? Because when we build up that excitement, we usually make someone not just a buyer but a believer.
There's so many fun ways that we could incorporate this, like Jen mentioned, to turn them into a believer instead of just a buyer. And so, you could even come up with your own reoccurring symbols, even if it's just, a signature color, logo, or just something unique that could connect your clients with your salon's vibe, so that they know right away, like, hey, oh my gosh, that's my salon. Like, I'm already excited to see what's going on. Another thing that she does that I think is cute that we could transfer into the salon is like she uses a lot of like riddles and clues, so you could even do some like mini games or challenges for clients, like maybe some sort of like online clue that if guessed correctly, it could offer, a special upgrade on a treatment, or you could offer a little sample packet, or whatever it is. Like it's just creating that fun buzz of energy, to where you're not only informing your guests, but like you're inspiring them and keeping them excited about the experience that they have when they're with you.
Yeah. All right. And so something else that Taylor is really great at is fostering community and true belonging. And so, like, when you think about that, hello, friendship bracelets, I'm sure you all have seen them passing over the internet. Isn't that how, maybe I'm wrong, but isn't that how she got connected to her babe right now, Travis?
Yeah.
Maybe through a friend. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Lindsay might know more because she lives in Kansas City. But yeah, like friends are actually exchanging bracelets. So, like, are you really like what are you doing to craft that kind of connection so that like truly at the end of the day your experience is brand driven, not just stylist driven? And like, when you really like I remember like being like 9 or 10 years old and getting friendship bracelets. It just gives you the
Mhm.
sense of belonging. And so like what are you doing with your team? What are you doing with your community? What are you doing with your clients to create and foster that love?
Yeah, I mean, just the idea of like exchanging friendship bracelets in the salon is cute.
Yeah.
You might not have time to do something like that, but like even thinking outside of the box, like, how can you have some sort of a loyalty program, where your loyalist guests feel that true sense of community and belonging, and just always keep in mind, like, hey, we are the connectors of the community. People come in because they crave connection with another human being, but also, we can help them get connected to other people inside of the community. And so, think if you have a new guest. I remember once upon a time I had a client. Her name was Jennifer, and when she first moved to town, she messaged me actually just a couple years ago, and she said, I just wanted to say, hey, when I first moved to Manhattan, you helped me get connected to people inside of the community, and you were the first person that I met that I felt true connection to. And, so thinking outside the box, like, yes, they come in, to get their hair done. But how can you help your stylist see, like, how can we build that community? How can we have more than one stylist creating that connection with people? Because it wasn't just about the connection that she had with me. It was that, she got, introduced to some other people. There was more than one person inside the salon that knew her name, that cared about her success, and so really thinking about that, and how can you showcase your client stories, or connecting your clients, or somehow building that community and true belonging inside of your salon.
Yeah, I love that. And then we know what she's really great at, which is turning clients into loyal fans. Like, you'll see stories on Instagram or TikTok. It's like, I spent
Mhm.
all my life savings to go to the Taylor Swift concert. And, one time that actually happened in our salon, I was checking a client out, and, there wasn't quite enough funds on her card. And so she was like $2 short. And she said, oh, she's like, I was just so excited to come here. Like, I wanted to spend every last dollar I had to get my hair done. And so, like, I think we forget sometimes, and that just really like shook me to my core, is like, sometimes we forget about the gift that we're able to give clients. And so, like, how can we be
Mhm.
more tailors in the world like that? Like, how can we
Mhm.
foster that kind of environment that turns clients into loyal fans, where they're wanting to spend their last hard-earned dollars with us to help grow their confidence and make them feel like a more beautiful soul.
Yeah, I love that story so much, Jen. And, I think it's a true testament to, like, how Taylor turns 91% of her concert goers into those loyal fans. They said, hey, they spent $1,300 to be there, and 91% say that they would return again. That's huge. Like, when you think about that, like, if we had 91% new guest retention, like, we would never have to post
Wow.
on social media ever again. You know what I mean? Like, it would truly just be so that people could see, like, what is, being experienced in there, so thinking about, and for us, it's like, how do we really nail that 9-step sales process so that our guests feel loved and supported, and so that it's a whole team-based experience, to where it's more than just one person who knows their name. More people know their name and are helping to raise their energy while they're with us.
Yeah. And I think one thing that always helps too is celebrating milestones with clients and your team members too. Instead of just the normal birthday email that says happy birthday from Salon ABC, like, how can we make it feel a little bit more personalized? Maybe it's for your VIPs, it's a handwritten note that goes, birthday note or anniversary note that goes into the mail. Or maybe it's that you have a love box, which a love box is a box that we keep up front. And so, like, we keep all kinds of things in there, from thank you cards to sympathy cards to little cute fake flowers to like inspirational bands, inspirational quotes. What else do we have in there? All kinds of stuff. And when we know that someone's going through something, whether it's a positive experience or not so positive experience, we have that little extra love that we can give them. So when they check out, if it's someone's birthday, hey, we just want you to thank you so much for celebrating your birthday with us. Here's a little extra gift to make your day special. And so I think it's doing like things like that really helps to build that connection that creates those raving fans. Because I love what you said, Linz. What if our industry was 91% retention? Like that,
Mhm.
would be a huge goal to get to. And I think it all starts with, like you said, the sales process and that relationship building.
So good. Yes, just I think it's just so inspiring to think how Taylor's strategies can boost not just salons, but local economies, and it brings both financial benefits and community spirit. So, just think about, how can you implement these different things that Taylor is using to create such wild success, um, you know, for so many people, because it doesn't just impact her, it's like her whole team of people, all of her Swifties, all of the local economies, so it's not just about one person. Yes, we're talking about Taylor, but it's a huge ripple effect, so think about how you can build excitement, create mystery, foster community, and just invest in brand presentation, and really see, when you start to really focus on those things, you build that loyal fan club, clients are going to return eagerly, they're going to spread the word, and they're going to love being a part of your community.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope this is helpful. How can you sprinkle a little bit more Taylor into your salon experience? We'll see you soon.